Hello, I'm going to take you through on a video tutorial about PowerPoint. PowerPoint is one of the Microsoft suite that acts as a software package that is designed to create presentation in a sequence of slides. We have different types of MS suite, and we have MS Excel, we have MS Word, we have these MS PowerPoint that I'm going to take you through, and so forth. So in my taskbar here, you can see there's a PowerPoint that is pinned down here, and that is what I'm going to open so as to know how to use PowerPoint. And this is to benefit a beginner who is his or her first time to use PowerPoint. First option is you've been given here is to see these themes. So if you want to see more themes, it is here. It is down here. You can go down. There are a lot of themes that you can use. So let's open a blank presentation where we are going to write about this presentation. So if you see there are a lot of tabs up here. Actually, these are called tabs. This is the home tab, this design, these animations, this slideshow, and so on. So these are red rectangle here, and that shows the slide that have been opened. This is a slide. This is a slide. So the red rectangle shows the slide that has been opened. So if you see in home tab, there are actually, again, the tabs are actually in groups. There's a clipboard, there's slides, there's font, there's paragraph, drawing, editing. If you see in transitions, there's preview, there's transition to this slide, timing. Even if you see in slideshow, if you see in view, there are different groups that have been categorized for these tabs. So let's get started with the home tab. There's a list here in slide group. There's where you can add a slide. Maybe if you want to add a slide, these are layouts that you've been given. You can choose to use this title slide that have been opened here. It is this one. And there's a title with a content, section header, title only, comparison to content, and different layouts with pictures, with different kinds of options that you've been given. So if you open a new slide, you can decide to open this other slide. So, or another way to find to open a new slide, you can right click, then you add a new slide there. So on our first slide, maybe let's talk about, you can click there to add a title. So we can talk about Kepler agreeableness. So we can talk about Kepler agreeableness, and the subtitle can be issued by a chain. So this is a subtitle about Kepler agreeableness. So this is the topic. So if you see, it is whitish in color and it is not impressive. So we can change this white color to another color. So there we go to design tab. So if you see in design tab, there's a lot of themes that we saw at the beginning while we were opening the PowerPoint. So these are different themes that you can use in your PowerPoint. And if you see a button here, there are more options that have been given for themes, and they're here. So there are a lot of them that you can choose to use in your presentation. So let me see which one I can choose to use. So let's choose this one. We can use this one, and it is good. It's good. To present your presentation in PowerPoint, you need to have themes to see, so as to know, the audience to know how you used your presentation, how your presentation is benefiting them. So let's move into insert. Here in insert, maybe we can go to the second slide and insert something about Kepler. Maybe the first one can be to talk about Kepler. Maybe we can talk about Kepler core values. And here in adding texts, we need to talk about these values that Kepler agree with. So the first value can be teamwork, and you can see I'm using a bullet point. This bullet point, it is actually in home tab. You can decide to put it or not to put it. So that is the first one. The second one is integrity and honesty. So you can see I'm using bullet points, and there's a rule in PowerPoint: you need not to use more than 6 bullet points, because this PowerPoint, it only summarizes what you have. It is not a paragraph. You're not writing an essay like that of MS Word. It is about summarizing what you have. And have balance and empowerment. So these are Kepler core values that we have in the second slide. So in the third slide, maybe we can talk about inserting something like a smart art. These are an option of under illustrations. You can use a smart art, or in the same slide is option of, we have tables, we have insert chart, we have smart art, pictures, online pictures, and videos. So let me pick a smart art. So there are options that you've been given here. You can choose, and maybe directly you can go to where you want the one that you want to use. There's list, there's a process, there's cycle, hierarchy, everything that you want to include using smart art. So let me choose this one so as to use it. So this is how it brings you. If you want to put something, this is what it brings you. So under the Kepler core values, so maybe we can use this as our option to put in our smart art. So let's see. If you write your topic as Kepler core values and you insert them here. So the first one, we saw the first one to be teamwork. So that is what you present here. And you see the text becomes big or small because of the font that you chose. So here, if you want to put all these smart art to be in a font family of Times New Roman maybe, or the font size to be 12, you just click outside the smart art box. There is a big box here that represents all of it, and you control A. So you see all of the smart art boxes have been selected. So you go here to font family, then you change it to the one that you want. There are a lot of options that you've been given, and let me just choose Times New Roman to use. And the font family can be 32. Let's choose 32 so as to be minimum to fit in very well. So the second one can be integrity and honesty. The third one, we talked about balance. The fourth one was empowerment. So because this one is remaining, we can delete it. You just go to your keyboard and you delete it. So this is how we put our smart art. So, and if you want to manipulate it, you just go to design tab. Here there's a when you select it, you can see there's two design. You have this design and you have this design, and this design deals with can deal with pictures, can deal with smart art, and different kinds of things that you're going to put in your presentation. So if you click outside the box, the design tab actually disappears once and for all, and you can see it is only one that is remaining because we are not presenting anything like a table or smart art or picture on Kepler core values up as the topic. So here the design tab comes back. So let's try to manipulate it. There's a group of smart styles under design, so if you choose the one that you want to use, you see when we manipulate it, the different options that have been given. If you see here, there are more where we can design it. So let's take this one. Let's take that one as our next, as a form of manipulating our smart art. So then let's open another slide. Let me just use a quick way of opening it. You just right click and then you add another slide. So here maybe we are going to use a table, and firstly let me just write a topic that we're going to talk about, maybe Kepler or student traits in Kepler. And there's an option of bullets here. Remember, keep in mind that you only need a few number of bullets, like in slide 2. You don't need more than 6 because PowerPoint, it's summary of what you have. It is not like MS Word where you need to write things, paragraph, essays, no. So in slide 4, let's use a table. So there's an option. This is a quick way of using a number of columns or a number of rows. You choose the one that you want. So let's maybe choose 2 columns and the row also 2. Okay, if you click OK, this is what. So you can expand your table so as to look so amusing, and there's a way you can change table style. You see there's a design tab that is back. The design tab is back here because this is a table, so you can choose this one. There are different options that you can choose, or let's look at more. You see there are more of them here. So if you choose this one or this one, yeah, let's choose that one. So Kepler traits, we are going to talk about creativity, creative, and critical thinker as the first trait. The second one can be effective, and remember you need to be consistent in terms of font size. Maybe I can just put it once, but it can take time. Let me just finish what I'm writing and take Savvy Manager. Fourth one can be effective communicator, and networker. And the last one can be dynamic leader and collaborator. Yeah, so we used the table here. I think you can see it, and this is how you can present your table. So it doesn't mean that it can only be for words, or it can also be for numbers. So let's use another form of a table presenting the level of critical thinking and all of that. It's a blank slide, and clicking on insert, there are options. So to insert, there are a lot of options to insert. So let me insert pictures. So I can choose picture from my PC, and let's choose this one. So if you click on it, and then you insert, then it is here, it is inserted. So that is not only the way you can add, but there is also another way. So let's manipulate this picture. So we can crop it. Let's start by cropping it. Just crop on it and until you make it look like the way you want it. So I cropped it. We want the writings to be same. So I cropped it. So if you click outside the box, so this is what appears. So in this picture still, if you click outside, the format tab does not appear, but if you click inside, the format tab appears. There's styles where we can put our picture. There's picture styles, a lot of them. So if you see, there are differences, pictures appearing, and this drop down arrow, if you click on it, it gives you other options. So let's choose a very good one where we can present our picture. Let's choose that. So still on manipulation of a picture, there is under adjust group, this correction. This correction makes your picture to appear very bright. So let's see the one that will make it brighter, but not very bright, because the appearance, the background is kind of white. So let's choose that. And in the color, it makes it not to look very good, but it depends with the type of color that you want. So let's choose this one as the color. And artistic effect makes it not the words to be not seen very clearly. If you maybe choose that one, it appears very dim. Look at it. It's not professional. Okay, so there are a lot of pictures. There's a lot of styles that you can put for your picture. So if you see, even in picture border, you can put different colors in a picture border. You see it appears different color that you want. Let's choose that, and so forth. So that is a picture that shows optimism is the faith that leads achievement. To achievement, nothing can be done with hope and confidence. Confidence comes in after you know how to communicate so well to people as one of the traits.
Hello everyone. Today, me, Aldoch is Dondizwe, and my friend
Amos Tratsinze.
We are going to talk about shortly of Microsoft Word Office, or how to use it and all the needed features in Microsoft Word. So I'm going to take you through Home tab and Insert tab, while my friend here is going to talk about the Design tab and also the references and how to save your document. So you can see that here on the Home tab there are different features. First of all, we're going to talk about the fonts. There are different fonts. There's Calibri Body, Calibri Light, Times New Roman, and many others, which means that when, for example, if you type in these words, you're going to see that they're in Calibri Body. So if you want to change the font size, you select, and then maybe let's click on Times New Roman after that, and then you can also change the font size. So here the font size is 11. You can put it into 12. You can also change it to 14, and so and so, depending on the font size you want to do. Here you can see that there's bold, italic, and underline. So meaning that you can, if you click on bold, your text will be bolded. If you click on italic, it will be italicized, and you can even underline it. Yeah, but also you can, there are bullet points still on the Home tab. These bullet points can be used if you want to state many things. Let's say that if we also add some new words, like here, you can select them all at once and then you click on bullet points. But also, if you want to number them, you can also click here on numbers and you take numbers directly. So going straight to the Insert tab, Here on the insert tab, there are different concepts. There are tables, there's pictures, and how to insert pictures, online videos, and others. So here you can see that you can click on insert table. Here you can show that table, maybe this is one column, and then this is a row. So maybe let's say that if you want to include let's say 3 columns and 3 rows, you select this, and then you click on the left click, and then your table is there. Whenever it's here, you can see that there is design here. You can format your table as ever you want. You can give it different colors, different shapes, yeah. And also there are different layouts, meaning that you can insert a row above. If you want to insert a row above, you just click simply here, and you can see that there is a row which is inserted. If you want to insert a column, maybe on the left side, you click on insert on the left side, and then it is done. So that's for the insert tab. You can also insert pictures from your desktop. You just click on here, and they'll show you how to do it. It's very easy. You can see that that's how you can insert pictures. You can select the picture you want. Let's say you select this one, and then you click on insert, and then it is done. And you can also format your picture as you want. You can also insert smart arts, charts, shapes, online pictures, online videos, and many others. Now but if you want to do this, you can just simply select all of them by clicking Ctrl A, and then right click Ctrl A, and then backspace, and those we have written can be directly deleted. So here my friend is going to talk about the design tab, and also the references, and how to save the document. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Arlo. And we're going to talk about design. Simply on design, what you have to do is just to make your paper or your work more, like to make it look more beauty, like according to where you want. You can like say, let me insert a border on the work. You simply come here on page borders, you choose the style that you want. You can choose here box. After choosing the box, you click on OK. Automatically your paper will have a border with dots. And also you can choose a page color according to the style or to the color that is more looks beauty according to you. You can choose, like for example, choose this one. After hitting on that color, it automatically appears here like that. You can also choose watermark. After hitting on watermark, they like different options appear. You can see. Let's choose this and see. Yeah, you can see like watermark is appeared. So there is so many options. Like you can also choose the title, like the way you want it to look like, paragraph spacing according to you, like what looks more professional to you. Yeah, that was all about design. And after design, I would like to pass through reference. On reference, like when you want to insert citation, you come and add new sources. On new sources, here you put here a link. You put here a link, and you put here a website. For example, www.paper.org, for example, and here I put a name of the web. For example, if you were looking for Kepler University, then Kepler University will be the name of your web. And here I put the author, year, and the month. Then after all that, you save, you click OK. Yeah, sorry, this was then after doing all that, you come here on biography. So here you want to make a reference list at the end of the page of your work. You come here on reference, then after coming here, then you can, like, this reference will appear where you put a cursor. If the cursor was on the last page of your work, then that's where the reference list will appear. Okay, so then after doing all that, you need to save your work. So to save your work professionally, you come here on files, you came on save as. Depends on where you want to save. If you want to save your work on, for example, document, you come here on document, then you want to name your work. For example, let's name it Amos.Sinza. Yeah, then your work will come in a new volume as Amos.Sinza. Then your work is saved, and that will be the end of our work. Thank you very much.